Greetings, friends. This is a gathering of most of the musical leaders for the 2022 in-person Moravian Music Festival that will be in Bethlehem in late July. I'm Nola Reed-Knaus, the director of the Moravian Music Foundation, and I invited these friends together to talk about what they're excited about, how much fun it will be to welcome you to Bethlehem in July of 2022. I'm going to introduce them in the order they show up on my screen, which of course will be different from anyone else's screen. To my upper left is Alan Frank. Alan will be the conductor of the festival concert band. On my other side is Riddick Weber. Riddick Weber will be leading and coordinating a worship ensemble. And yes, that is wide open. We'll see what Riddick has to say about what it will be. Underneath Alan on my screen is Jan Harkey, Festival Handbell Director. Beside Jan is Tori Reed, one of two people who will be working with the Steel Pan Ensemble. Again, the first time we've done this. Next to Tori is Don Kimmerer, who will conduct the Festival Trombone Choir. Beneath Don on my screen is Hank Naseby, who is the chair of the Local Arrangements Festival Committee. Beside Hank is Janique Simmons, who will be Tori's partner in the Steel Pan workshops and playing ensemble. And then finally, in the other corner, we have John Sinclair, who will conduct the festival choir and orchestra. We are missing a couple of people today. We're sorry that Becky Lepore, festival organist, couldn't be with us today, nor can Joni Ross, who will be coordinating chamber music ensembles. Festival organist, of course, will accompany rehearsals and play for many of the worship services. We're not quite sure whether she's going to play for all of them or not. We'll leave that to our festival chaplain. And Joni will be taking people who want to participate in chamber music and helping to group them into ensembles and coaching them through the week of practice and performance. It's going to be a lot of music being made in 2022. So the question I'm putting to our music leaders today is this. You're in an elevator. Someone just got on the elevator and that person knows who you are and knows what your role is in the 2022 Moravian Music Festival. The elevator doors are closing and the person turns to you and says, "What's going to be so special about," fill in the blank with your ensemble, "the Bethlehem Music Festival?" Another way to look at it is, why are you as a leader excited about being at the festival? All right, friends, answer the question. You've got just a few minutes. Remember, this elevator is not going to get stuck between floors.
Well, from a trombone choir perspective, there are very few organizations around the country that basically are trombone choirs, true trombone choirs, using all trombones. The festival gives trombone players and those people that want to be trombone players the opportunity to interact with other trombone players and actually play in a trombone ensemble, doing music specifically designed and specifically written for trombone choir. Probably the only place, at least in the country, that this happens.
And this is SATB trombones, right?
SATBB.
Ah, yes. You've got the whole range from the small ones to the great big huge ones. So
that is correct.
Okay, that sounds like fun.
I'm going to jump in from the band point, but I think this speaks kind of to the whole festival. I think one of the things we're all looking forward to, and what I personally cannot wait for, is fellowship of just being together, making music, sitting next to somebody else. We've learned a lot in this last year plus with the virtual possibilities, creating the videos, but there is truly nothing better than being able to play music together, the fellowship of that, and to just be in the presence, to make the music happen right there and, you know, at that time. And I think one of the things that I absolutely love about the festivals is this is an opportunity for people of all levels to come and play. You have everything from the professional to the person that just started playing the trumpet for the first time. And I think that's what makes these very special. And honestly, if it wasn't for the church, would I be doing what I am now? If it weren't for, Randy Gibbs inviting me to play an alto trombone as poorly as I did, I don't know if I would be following the path that I am on. So it's festivals like this that give people the opportunity, no matter what level. And so I think I'm excited to get to see people, to get to hear, and just to be together and finally get to make that wonderful sound, whatever those sounds may be. They are joyful regardless.
That was an important point, Alan. It's not so much, we aim for excellence, but excellence is the best that we can do with the people who are here today.
Correct. Yes.
So this is what you're aiming for. So if I just pick up my trumpet, which I have not played in years, I will play the 3 notes that I know. Mm-hmm. And everybody else will fill in the ones that I don't.
Yeah. And we will work to make it the best product possible. And if that means somebody comes in and gets to push themselves and learn something new, that is the absolute joy of all of this. So yeah.
We just held up the elevator. So.
Yeah.
I'm going to play off a little bit of what Alan was saying. As far as handbells go, we often talk about the church as a body where all the parts are important and no one is more important than anyone else. I like to think of handbells as another metaphor like that, because no ringer is more important than any other ringer. If we're missing one, it's an incomplete instrument. And so when we're talking about handbell choir, we're talking about a very unique personality of whatever group of ringers you have. And it's so much fun to get together with other people who are used to ringing in their little groups and having this new experience with a new body, a new instrument. And it's like picking up a new instrument every day.
And to a certain extent, you won't really know what everyone is capable of until you're in the room.
Exactly. And I like to push them.
Yeah. Yes.
If they haven't learned something new in a handbell rehearsal, I haven't done my job.
Okay. All right. Who else is going to jump in here?
Well, I'd like to follow up on something that Alan said. I think Music Festival is a great place for people who used to be better than they are now. And that definitely fit me at the last music festival. It's rare for those of us who maybe used to play to actually have several days in a row to practice something, as opposed to, showing up and playing something out of the Green Book or the Blue Book, which, is a really different and important thing. But to have days to actually focus on something, my chops got built back up. I was really pleased with what I got to do with that. But I'm going to be working with the worship ensemble, and really excited about this. This is the first festival that we're doing something along these lines, and my goal with this is really to help people explore what we might be able to do with worship ensembles, especially if we expand our thinking a little bit. My hope is not to have 15 guitars, but if we have 15 guitars, we'll work with that. I'm really hoping that we can get some brass and woodwind involved with really going, making some things sound a little more bluesy, or giving some things some different feel to it. And I know we've got players out there who can do it, but it's rare that we actually have the chance to get together and practice. So I'm looking forward to making some more contemporary sounding things that sound different than maybe what we get to do at camps or in a local congregation. The other thing I'm really hoping for, and for anybody who hears this, I'm putting a challenge out. I would love to do all new contemporary music. One of the things that we often talk about when we look at contemporary music are questions of theology. And so rather than complain that non-Moravians don't write music with Moravian theology, I think we Moravians who write, we can make our own stuff. And I would love to be able to debut lots of new contemporary Moravian music, not made just by Moravians, but really that's at home with our Moravian theology. We've got some good things to start with out of our Sing to the Lord a New Song. So I definitely want to draw from some of the great new stuff that's in that. But I would really like to have a lot of new stuff. And the quicker you can get it to me, the quicker I can get it in forms that might be fun for those of us who do play, said brass or wind instruments, and really make it something fun and exciting.
Very good.
I'm
Go
sorry,
ahead.
do you want to follow up, Nola?
No, go ahead, Hank.
I was just going to say my perspective's a little different because I don't consider myself a music leader. I'm the guy who volunteered to sort of put the on-site festival together. So what I'm looking forward to is making everyone feel very comfortable, very happy, and feeling like you are at a festival. And as Alan said, that's going to include fellowship. One of the thrills for me is the educational part, being around people who are really good musicians and don't mind sharing how to do things better. So I'm really looking forward to it.
So this is the first year we've done a worship ensemble. This will also be the first year we've done steel pans. So Janique, Tori, tell us what you're excited about.
Well, first of all, I'm excited about being a part of this Moravian Music Foundation. I'm excited that we have an opportunity to highlight the steel pan, to be able to network and interact with other musicians from across the province, both the northern and southern, and just to network and to build relationships with other musicians. You never know, in the future we'll probably get invitations to collaborate together and, you know, play music at different venues, whether in Winston-Salem or Bethlehem or, you know, Nazareth, Pennsylvania. We don't know, but wherever the invitation is led, I mean, we'll definitely be able to participate and to share the melodious music of steel pan with everybody. So
yes, I'm excited to teach and educate people about the steel pan and how it originated in the Caribbean. I'm bringing the Caribbean fair to the festival. It's also my first time at the festival, so that's like a big accomplishment for me. Actually being at the festival after hearing about it as a Moravian for years and the Moravian Music Foundation, and not only being there to experience it, but to also teach others about steel pan and learn about other instruments and play other instruments is going to be amazing.
Okay, John.
Well, firstly, I want to join everybody else's ensemble. And I have had my trumpet reworked just last year and had the humbling experience of getting it out of the case and playing it for the first time in many years. So I'm not sure you would want me in your group, but I would, that has always been one of my longtime goals, is to come up on Easter and play with you all. So that will happen sometime. I agree with everyone. The fellowship is what I look forward to, and making music, but working with the Moravian musicians is a really signal joy of my life. And it's because they make music for the right reasons. And that is always the joy. But what I'm looking forward to, and I always do on these festivals, is experiencing cumulative the joy of discovering the inspiration of those original composers. And then us sharing that through performance, which hopefully will inspire another generation of great musicians. It is a real treat, and I can't wait to be with all of you and to make music.
My hope is that this really, really short conversation has made you want more. The 2022, the Moravian Music Festival, 26th Moravian Music Festival is actually in two parts. The first part happening this summer in July, the second part happening, engrave these dates on your forehead, put them on the doorposts of your houses, tattoo them on the back of your hand, 26th through 30th July 2022. The 26th is a Tuesday. We are doing it a little shorter festival, recognizing that people have participated. A lot of people, we hope, have participated in the 2021 first half. Also, 2022 is a very, very busy year in the Moravian Church. Not everybody can take a week's vacation. But we are also making it, we're starting on Tuesday evening. We're also allowing people to come in and register on Wednesday and begin with us Wednesday evening. If you can only be there Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, you're welcome. Come anyway. Get there as early as you can. But if it can't be till Wednesday night, come anyway. You've heard from all these people about all these different opportunities. In 2022, you will choose between singing in the festival chorus or playing in the festival concert band. You can't do both, rats. In addition to that, you will choose between, or you can choose between playing in the trombone choir or playing handbells, or doing worship ensemble, or doing instrumental or vocal chamber music, or playing steel pans. So you've got 5 different smaller ensemble choices you get to make. And I'm with John, I want to be in all of them. We encourage you to register early as soon as it goes live, because I've got a sneaky feeling a couple of these are going to fill up pretty quickly. I join my brothers and sisters here in saying, I cannot wait to make music with you all in Bethlehem in 2022. May the year between now and then be filled with peace, be filled with joyful service, be filled with music, be filled with good health, and we look forward to welcoming you to Bethlehem. Thanks for being with us today.